If you think that the rich and famous always like to show it off, you're wrong. This one personality is not only secretive about his lifestyle, but also about the happenings of his entire nation. If you haven't guessed already, we're talking about Kim Jong-un, the not-so-liked billionaire dictator of North Korea, who is also the youngest leader in the world. Born into extraordinary wealth, Kim Jong-un's billionaire lifestyle is one of luxury and privilege. With a collection of the finest luxury cars and exclusive designer clothing, Kim Jong-un has made a name for himself as one of the world's wealthiest dictators. From his private island getaways to his grand palaces, this video will take you through the lavish life of one of the world's most powerful people. Let's go. Why Kim Jong-un is so wealthy? So, how did Kim Jong-un acquire his billions? The majority of Kim Jong-un's wealth comes from his family's ownership of North Korea's mineral and natural resources. He also has a huge portfolio of international investments, including luxury properties in Singapore and real estate investments in Hong Kong. But the majority of Kim Jong-un's wealth can be attributed to his control over the economy of North Korea. You see, Kim Jong-un is the supreme leader of North Korea and the chairman of the Workers' Party of Korea. He is the third-generation leader of the Kim dynasty and assumed office in 2011. He was born in North Korea on the 8th of January, 1984, and is the son of former leader Kim Jong-il and the grandson of Kim Il-sung, the founder of North Korea. He has lived a life of luxury since his birth, up through his time at school, and now finally as a fully-fledged world leader. He was educated in Switzerland under the pseudonym Pak-un, where his father paid a whopping $25,000 a year in fees at the International School of Bern. Kim Jong-un then went on to enter the Kim Il-sung Military University in Pyongyang. According to analysts, Kim Jong-un obtained 2 degrees, one in physics at Kim Il-sung University and another as an army officer at the Kim Il-sung Military University. Kim didn't like studying as much as he loved American football. He was also a huge fan of basketball and idolized Michael Jordan. Kim Jong-un has earned a reputation as a powerful yet unpredictable leader who has a strong desire to modernize North Korea's military while still maintaining tight control over the country. He is estimated to have an eye-watering net worth of around $5 billion, amassed through his family's business empires, and was ranked as the 36th most powerful person in the world by Forbes magazine in 2018. $5 billion is just the reported or alleged net worth. It is said that his actual net worth could very well be in the hundreds of billions of dollars. It's not surprising, as the North Korean government is also believed to have become increasingly involved in the international arms trade, and you know what that means. Another source of wealth for Kim Jong-un. In addition, the Kim regime is known to have received financial aid from a number of countries, including China. In spite of international sanctions, Kim Jong-un has built an extensive business empire and has made significant investments abroad. He also has access to North Korea's state-run enterprises. He is believed to use this wealth to maintain his lavish lifestyle, as well as for state patronage and to ensure the loyalty of North Korea's ruling elite. He also has a love for luxury goods, such as yachts, private jets, and expensive cars. He enjoys frequent trips to luxury vacation spots, such as Switzerland. His wealth allows him to travel in style, with a convoy of armored limousines, helicopters, and private jets. Kim Jong-un also provides his top generals with luxury goods, expensive cars, and even modern weapons to keep them loyal. And since his wealth is linked to his control of power, he heavily funds various military projects to maintain said power. Kim Jong-un's palaces and islands. The luxury-loving dictator reportedly has not 1, not 5, but 17 palaces in North Korea. Kim Jong-un's residences feature state-of-the-art security measures and are said to be outfitted with the latest technology, including a network of secret tunnels and elevators. Inside, they are said to be opulently decorated and filled with luxury items, from antiques to art, expensive furniture, and even a cinema. His main residence is called Ryongsong Residence, also known by the name Residence Number 55, where he lives with his First Lady, Ri Sol-ju. The huge palatial residence was constructed by a Korean People's Army construction brigade and completed in 1983 under the rule of Kim Il-sung. Since his succession as leader of North Korea, Kim Jong-un has used Ryongsong Residence as his main residence. This mega mansion is dripping with excessive security. The complex has an underground wartime headquarters, protected with with walls with iron rods. And that's not all. The powerful North Korean leader is also prepared for a nuclear war. The residence's walls also have concrete covered with lead in case another country decides to drop a nuke. There are numerous military units there to protect the headquarters. They're stationed around the complex, loaded with a massive scale of conventional weapons. The entire area has extra layers of security. There's an electric fence, many minefields, and multiple security checkpoints. This makes it nearly impossible to enter Kim Jong-un's residence, unless you're his guest. This ultra-secure and luxurious palace is also connected to other palaces, like Changyong Residence number 26, via tunnels. The leader also enjoys the privilege to travel in complete secrecy via a private underground train. The train station is also right inside the residential compound. Reportedly, this huge and luxury-loaded mansion boasts of well-tended gardens, man-made lakes, and various recreational facilities like banquet halls, swimming pools, a spa and sauna, a horse racing track, a shooting range, water slides, athletic fields, and the list goes on and on and on. Now that would make a perfect resort for some relaxation, but since it's in North Korea, I'll give even my imagination a pass. The opulence-loving man has many more mansions, excluding the Ryongsong residence. There's one in Sinwiju that's locally known as the Central Luxury House or Central Luxury Residence, which Kim Jong-un reportedly took over from his father, Kim Jong-il, after his death in 2011. Not much is known about it, but since it's known as the Central Luxury Residence, it's easy to tell that this resplendent residence has world-class amenities, and it doesn't stop at mega mansions. The indulgent leader reportedly also owns an island. Some aerial photographs show a resort on an island in North Korea, near Wonsan, where Kim Jong-un indulges in the finest alcohol and food. Reportedly, the island has a private airstrip and a yacht with water slides off the back. It is parked with jet skis and motorboats. Kim Jong-un has also been known to visit the tropical island of Rason in North Korea for R&R, as well as the Wonsan beach area for swimming. Private jets. One of the most lavish pieces of evidence of the North Korean leader's enormous wealth is the frequent use of private jets. It's said that the leader has access to a private fleet of aircraft that make it easy for him to travel in comfort and privacy. Kim Jong-un's private jets are said to come in a variety of sizes, from small prop planes to large luxury jets. Much like his diet, his jets are reported to be extremely luxurious. They are often stocked with amenities like plush seating, televisions, and minibars. Furthermore, they are rumored to be equipped with high-end security features, such as advanced encryption and surveillance technology. Kim's long-haul IL-62M is a 4-engine Cold War legacy aircraft with a 10,000-kilometer range. This means that the North Korean leader can travel to almost any part of the world at once, without any stops. North Korea's flagship and only airline, Air Koryo, operates 4 IL-62Ms. Kim's aircraft is customized for the utmost luxury and security, of course. Fun fact, one of Kim Jong-un's private jets is called Air Force Un and has leather sofas and crystal ashtrays. That name takes self-obsession a little too far. Literally. Kim Jong-un also has a personalized Ukrainian-made Antonov AN-148. Air Koryo bought a couple of these back in 2013. This one has a shorter range of 3,500 kilometers, but it works well for the North Korean leader to make trips to nearby nations such as China. In 2017, he was seen taking a helicopter ride from Pyongyang to the city of Wonsan to watch the launch of a ballistic missile. He also sometimes travels by motorcade, with an estimated 15 to 20 vehicles carrying his entourage. According to satellite images, Kim has built several runways to land these aircraft next to some of his palaces across the country. Reportedly, Kim Jong-un has even flown an aircraft himself. The man loves the skies, unlike his aerophobic father, who preferred traveling by train. Whether Kim Jong-un is traveling for business or pleasure, his private jets make it possible for him to do so in comfort and security. His planes have been spotted at some of the biggest airports around the world. We mean wherever he's allowed to set foot, as well as in some of the most remote locations. Wherever he needs to go, his jets are ready to take him there in style. Luxury yachts and cars. If you want to get a taste of luxury and understand the lifestyle of North Korean leader Kim Jong-un, look no further than his yacht. The North Korean dictator has a collection of luxury yachts that are fit for a king. Kim Jong-un's yacht is said to be a 100-meter-long vessel with a helicopter pad, multiple decks, and luxurious luxurious amenities. This impressive yacht is estimated to be worth $7 million and is used for official state visits and leisure trips. The yacht can reportedly accommodate up to 30 guests on board, so it's the perfect vessel for entertaining international dignitaries and friends alike. He allegedly also owns another 200-foot yacht worth $8 million that was customized with Fendi interiors. This is just one part of Kim Jong-un's yacht collection. It is rumored that he also owns several smaller vessels, ranging from 40 to 50 meters in length. It is believed that these yachts are used for private voyages and excursions. It's not just his luxurious escapades in the sea, but also his opulent taste on the road that oozes his lavish billionaire lifestyle. Kim Jong-un's fleet of custom-made luxury cars is rumored to include Rolls-Royce, Mercedes-Benz, Range Rovers, and Audis. Among the cars in Kim Jong-un's collection are a Mercedes-Benz S600 Pullman Guard, a Rolls-Royce Phantom, a Maybach, and several Lamborghini models. These cars are specially designed for him and his entourage, with custom exteriors, interiors, and even a sound system tailored to his liking. But Kim Jong-un's fleet of cars doesn't only include luxury vehicles. He also has a large collection of military vehicles, such as tanks and armored personnel carriers. It is thought that Kim Jong-un's love for luxury cars started at a very young age. Currently, he is estimated to have more than 100 luxury automobiles, and Mercedes-Benz is his favorite luxury car brand. Kim Jong-un's father reportedly allowed him to start driving at the age of 7. And here I was the kid that didn't even get a toy car without wailing for days. His most expensive car is known to be a customized Mercedes-Benz Maybach S600 worth a whopping $1.7 million that is fully armored for his protection whenever he's traveling. This luxurious beauty can withstand any kind of attack. Grenades, bullets, you name it. The controversial dictator is always prepared for the best, or the worst. The Rolls-Royce Phantom is another luxury car in Kim Jong-un's collection, costing an estimated $320,000. Kim Jong-un's cars are not only a symbol of his power and wealth, but they also serve a practical purpose. His cars can be used to transport him and his entourage in complete comfort and luxury. Having a fleet of luxury cars customized with excessive security allows Kim Jong-un to travel around the country without any worry. He has even been spotted driving his custom-made cars around Pyongyang. His cars are a testament to his extravagant lifestyle, and his car collection is sure to keep growing. But one thing is certain, they are going to turn heads wherever he goes. Watches, pianos, and private cinemas. Watches are a favorite accessory for many, and North Korean dictator Kim Jong-un is no exception. He has been seen wearing several luxurious watches, ranging from $3,000 to $60,000. His collection includes a Vacheron Constantin, Jaeger LeCoultre, and a Patek Philippe Sky Moon Tourbillon. Switzerland banned the export of watches to North Korea back in 2016, much to the disappointment of the Swiss watch-loving dictator, but we're sure he has his ways to get what he wants. His exorbitant watch collection also includes a quartz gold Movado museum watch and a gold IWC Portugueser. Kim Jong-un is never seen in public without flaunting a high-end watch on his wrist. His luxury watch collection is reportedly worth more than $8 million, and he is not alone in his watch obsession. Reportedly, his late father Kim Jong-il was also known for his love of watches, and like father like son, goes deeper than just their common love for watches. Kim Jong-un, like his father Kim Jong-il, is a cinephile. One of Kim Jong-un's palaces houses a 1,000-seat luxury cinema. Does the dictator have that many friends? While you're wondering who the 1,000 seats are for, the cinema-loving dictator is probably watching one of his favorites, Godzilla. This almost always lonely experience cost him $200,000 to build. It's against the law to import DVDs to North Korea for the common man. For Kim Jong-un, there are no laws. He has an insane collection of 20,000 imported DVDs. American and Japanese movies are his favorites. And his grand lifestyle doesn't stop at watches and cinema. He reportedly owns more than 20 grand pianos. Now, one might think, why would you need 20 of them? Kim Jong-un is a man of whims. From all that we have seen so far, logic isn't one of his strengths when it comes to decisions or purposes. He likes the pianos, he gets them. It's that simple for him. We can only hope he knows how to hit the right notes. For regular folks like us, even one grand piano might not be affordable. But that's all right, as long as we're free. For the majority of North Koreans, luxury items like watches are out of the question. The average salary in the country is $2,000 a year, which is not enough to sustain one's basic living, let alone purchase such expensive items. While spending millions on luxury watches is frowned upon by most of the world, Kim Jong-un continues to flaunt his wealth and love for watches. The extravagant dictator doesn't care as long as he's getting a constant supply of luxury goods to quench his thirst for material pleasures. The Jong ski resort. While growing up in Switzerland during his education, Kim Jong-un developed a love for skiing, and thus was born his pet project, Jong ski resort. The resort, also known as Masik Pass, is on the east of Pyongyang. It takes 2 hours to reach Masik Pass by car. It's near the port city of Wonsan. Knowing Kim Jong-un's expensive taste, this ski resort isn't just a regular one. It cost Kim Jong-un a whopping $30 million to build it. It has 9 main runs for experienced skiers, and there are 2 slopes for beginners. Now, we already know that the North Korean dictator isn't particularly generous by nature, which means the cost of skiing here isn't very reasonable. Well, according to some reports from 2017, a one-day lift pass with ski rentals costs foreign tourists $80. Locals pay about $40. Doesn't sound like much? For a North Korean local, $40 makes up 1 month's salary. Yep, that is surely one deserted ski resort. There's a screen on the slopes that shows music videos of popular North Korean songs. It also displays statistics about mountain conditions. While the Jong ski resort was under construction, the strongly authoritative Kim Jong-un made sure that it was in accordance with his liking. He visited the resort 144 times to guide the workers. The final result is quite stunning. The luxurious ski resort has a total of 120 hotel rooms. The facilities at the hotel include a swimming pool, a karaoke room, billiard tables, and a sauna. The lobby is quite grand looking, but alas, this resort is in North Korea, so forget about having internet access. But there's one room called the communication room at this resort that gives you internet access at $6 per hour. When the resort launched, Kim Jong-un expected about 5,000 customers a day, which would fetch earnings to the likes of $43.75 million per year. But as we just saw, $40 per day pass is unaffordable for most locals. Well, it doesn't really affect Kim Jong-un's wealth. He has too much money to be affected by a dry patch on his evergreen bed of wealth. During the construction of this exotic ski resort, North Korea had approached Swiss companies to provide chairlifts and cable cars, but the order was denied by government sanctions on luxury sporting equipment. Austria and France also rejected the order. The resort finally got its cool chairlifts from a mystery supplier. I wonder who that mystery supplier could be. Luxury food and drinks. The man loves his food, and it shows. A sushi chef, who personally catered for Kim Jong-un for 13 years, revealed that the 300-pound chubby leader has an obsession with fine wines and Swiss cheese. He even dispatched North Korean officials to a culinary school to learn cheese-making, as he was quite frustrated with Korean chefs because they were unable to replicate the taste of European cheese. And his alcohol obsession is an unhealthy one. Moderation doesn't seem to exist in the luxury-laden lifestyle of the North Korean dictator. In 2010, Kim Jong-un reportedly drank 10 bottles of Bordeaux wine in just one night. He surely loves the French for their cheese and alcohol. Most of us do too. But drinking 10 bottles of Bordeaux in one night will send me to the moon and back. I'll be seeing stars for the next few days. But Kim Jong-un's capacity and habit for alcohol is probably any hepatologist's nightmare. The authoritative leader leaves no stone unturned to keep his supply coming in. The flow of wine to North Korea from other nations has been steadily increasing over the years since Kim Jong-un became the leader. How much is too much? Kim Jong-un imported alcohol worth a liver-crushing $1 million in 2016 alone, as reported by Mail Online. Currently, he is known to spend about $30 million a year on alcohol. Let that sink in. He's so similar to his father in many ways. Kim Jong-il is said to have had a love for cognac and cigars, while Kim Jong-un loves his wine and cigarettes. Kim Jong-un's cigarettes aren't any other regular cigarettes. The luxury-loving leader smokes the fancy Yves Saint Laurent French designer cigarettes, for which he pays $44 per pack. Kim Jong-il suffered from diabetes all his life. He had a stroke in 2008 and eventually died of heart failure in 2011. Kim Jong-un is reportedly determined to not end up with so many health problems like his father, as he wants to rule for decades more. Well, I'm not too sure about this, from someone who drinks fine spirits spirits and wine like a fish all day long. Kim Jong-un's expensive imports aren't all about alcohol alone. He also calls for different types of exotic food from various countries. His favorites are Kobe beef from Japan, Iranian caviar, and Chinese melon. When the gluttonous leader is in a mood for pork, he calls for it from Denmark. And when it's a caviar kind of mood, no sweat, Iran gives it to him. If Kim Jong-un wants to have just a few mangoes, he gets them from Thailand. Kim Jong-un's bizarre purchases and habits. As if all those price tags of various imported items haven't sent you in a dizzy spell already, there's more to Kim Jong-un's obsession with a grand and luxurious life. In 2015, Kim Jong-un reportedly spent an eye-watering $41 million on building statues of himself, his father Kim Jong-il, and grandfather Kim Il-sung. In the same year, Kim Jong-un also placed orders for $120,000 worth of perfumes, deodorants, hair care, and makeup products from Germany, along with $250,000 spent on importing fishing rods from China and $130,000 on horses from Russia. This bizarre spending spree included imports of $1.6 million worth of umbrellas from China, $8.3 million worth of pepper, and $2.3 million worth of gym equipment. Not everything he buys is for himself, though. He does shower extreme luxury on his favorite generals, too. He spoils them with rare and fine alcohol, luxury watches, and other expensive, fashionable items, like fur coats and jewelry. Over the last decade, Kim Jong-un is rumored to have spent over $4 billion on his generals. Coming back to the dictator's bizarre habits, Kim Jong-un reportedly went under the knife to look like his grandfather Kim Il-sung. According to some rumors, he even gained weight to look like his chubby grandfather. Weird way to be loved and respected, but nothing is off limits when we're talking about Kim Jong-un. Another odd habit of the dictator is that he carries a toilet around. Literally. According to a 2015 report by a South Korean news agency, a customized bathroom is built into one of Kim Jong-un's armored vehicles. He has hardly gone out of his country since becoming the leader of North Korea in 2011. On rare occasions when he travels to other countries like China, he insists on bringing a special noodle machine with him to prepare cold buckwheat noodles. In recent years, Kim Jong-un has taken a liking for the skies, but before that, he used to only travel on his heavily guarded and armored train. Whenever traveling by train, he needs 3 trains at a time. One advanced security train, one in which he will be seated, and a third one carrying bodyguards and supplies. Each carriage on the trains is bulletproof, and because these trains got too heavy with all the extra weight of armor and security, the maximum speed is just about 37 miles per hour. Did I leave you hanging on why the strict dictator likes to take a dump in the personal toilet that he carries with himself? If you think he's super hygienic, well, he very much could be, who knows. But that's not the real reason he carries a personal toilet with him. According to a former member of the North Korean Guard Command Unit, Kim Jong-un's excretions would contain information about his health status, which is why they can't be left behind. And that's all we know about Kim Jong-un's exorbitant and luxury-laden lifestyle. His desire for opulence seems to be increasing by the year, and sanctions don't seem to stop him from fulfilling his lavish wishes. A true epitome of domineering dictatorship, Kim Jong-un gets what he wants, when he wants, no matter the cost. Whether it's worth it or not depends on perspective. If you'd like to expand your desire for luxury and check out other rich and famous personalities, click on one of the videos on your screen.